Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ryo Hendartha from class C 2022 English department. So in this video, I'm gonna be explain uh, about definition and characteristic of young learners, general characteristic of Indonesian children as a language learner, aspect of children internal development, and policy on EYL learning in Indonesia. Okay, so the first topic is the definition and characteristic of young learners. The definition of young learners is mainly based on the years spent in the primary or elementary stage of formal education to the transition to secondary school. This is why the age of young learners could be varied from one country to the others. Some psycholinguists say that one of the factors to be successful in a language learning is a young age. Okay, so the characteristic of young learners. Young learners have their own characteristic which is really different from adult learners. The characteristic cover their ways of thinking, their attitudes, their aptitude, and etc. They also have their way of learning language. This, of course, influences the way of teaching them. Uh, a teacher should know and understand their student to give the best quality in teaching English and do not make them to feel bored. If teachers do not know the characteristic of the student, they will have difficulty in teaching and learning process. There are some characteristics of young learners according to Nunan 2011, identifying the young learners' characteristic as follows. Number 1. Children are preschool or in the first couple of years schooling. Number 2. They have a holistic approach to language, which means they understand meaningful message but cannot analyze language yet. Number 3. They have a lower level of awareness about the process of learning. Number 4. They have a limited reading and writing skill even in the first language. Number 5. Generally, they are more concerned about themselves than others. Number 6. They have a limited knowledge about the world. And last, they enjoy fantasy, imagination, and movement. Okay, moving on to second topics, the general characteristic of Indonesian children as a language learner. Children are unique learners. They can easily imitate something, for example, a language. To know a language, they need an environment surrounded by targeted language that is meaningful because of the context and because of the way the teacher speaks to them. Furthermore, we can conclude that the characteristic of young learners are: number 1, they have a short attention span, so teachers should vary their techniques to break down the boredom. They should give a varied activities such as handwriting, songs, or maybe a game. Number 2, they are very active. Try to ask them to play games, role play dialogues, and involve them in the competition. Number 3, they respond well to praising. Always encourage them to praise their work. Number 4, they differ in their experience of language. Treat them as a unit and don't favor those who know some English at the expense of those who don't know. And last, they are less shy than older learners. Ask them to repeat utterance, resort to the mechanical drills. Okay, moving on to the third topic, aspect of children's internal development. Um, Child development involves the biological, psychological, and emotional change occur in a human being between birth and conclusion of adults. The optimal development of children is considered to vital society and it is important to understand the social, cognitive, emotional and educational development of children. Increased research and interest in this field has resulted in the new theories and strategies, especially when with regard to practice that promote development within the school system. Some of the theories seek to describe a sequence of stages that compose child development. Okay, last topic is policy on EYL learning in Indonesia. Indonesia has compulsory education that lasts 12 years and consists of 6 years the elementary level at 3 each at the middle and high school level. Islamic, Christian and Catholic schools are under the responsibility of Ministry of Religious Affairs. Australia is the first choice of Indonesians to study abroad largely due to geographic proximity, perceived institutional quality, and English language instruction. I guess that's all from my material. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.